This is part 12 of the SM Pixel V4 tutorial series. We're going to be looking at pre-off or post-off effects. And the first thing we'll do is have a look at the 4 built-in pre-offs. We'll start by opening the Force Park app.
Bluetooth connected.
And of course, wait for the saber to connect. We'll turn it on. And I still have my custom pre-on set. I'm just going to switch this to standard ignition. And now let's have a look at the different off effects. There's the first one. The next one.
This DJ is official.
And the last one that's installed. Pre-off effects will replace the in sound effect, and they're also going to create its own custom light display. So those are the built-in pre-off effects. Now let me show you one that I have created myself. It's kind of like steam escaping. So I created something that makes it look like there is steam emitting from the lightsaber. And let me show you how I did that. First, we'll need to go onto a PC, put the micro SD card into it, and load a file to use for the sound effect. So we'll start with that. The first thing we'll do is open a web browser, and we'll head to grayscalefonts.com. And the file I used is in free sound fonts. And scroll down till you find analog. I'm going to choose download. I just need the Profi.zip folder, and I will download that. And there it is. So I'm going to extract the folder. And open it up. And you're going to find a folder called PST-off. And if you have a listen to that, I'm going to play the file, and it's that hissing sound. And also make note of how long it is. So it is 3 seconds long. The next step is to remove the micro SD card from the saber. Always make sure it's fully powered off, or for extra safety, you can remove the battery. I'll take my micro SD card, put it into my adapter, and insert it into my USB port. And I'll wait for it to show up. I'm going to put my USB drive on one side with my other folder on the right side here. And you can see I have some extra sound fonts. Go into the set folder and copy this file onto your USB drive in the set folder. It needs to be renamed. So if you have a look, you'll see the 4 off effects. And this one needs to be number 5. So I'm just going to copy the text from this one and paste it into here, and then just change that to number 5. And that is it. So now I can eject the USB drive, put the micro SD card back in the saber, and show you how I created that off effect. I put the micro SD card back into the saber and I've powered it on. Now I'll open Force Park again.
Bluetooth connected.
And I want to choose New PreOff. The first thing we need to do is create a light effect frame. So I'm going to click on the green plus. And because we know the file is 3 seconds long, we want to make sure that we match it. So we want the time to be 3 seconds. I want the position to be 100, which is the tip of the blade, and I want this one to be white. And I'll press OK. The next thing is to tell the saber to move the white effect down the blade. So underneath Light Effect Frame 1, we want to choose Change Position and Length in Set Time. So again, time 3 seconds, and we also want the bottom one to be 3 seconds as well, so that way it'll do the effect once in 3 seconds. And I've talked about this before in the pre-on section, that the bottom time value is how many times to do that effect within the top value. So 3 seconds, 3 seconds, it's going to do this effect once. And we want to have the length set to 100 and leave the end position and speed at 0. If I want to preview that, you can see the white going down the blade in 3 seconds. The next thing I want is I want it to make it look like it's steam. So I want pieces of that white to break off. I'm going to add Launch Light Effect. I'm going to delay this for 2 seconds, and the effect will run for 1 second. I want it going to the tip, and I want a lot of them, so I'm going to leave it at 10. So I will press play and have a look at that. Okay, so it's not quite there yet because I do have that delay. And the reason for that is because I found adding one more effect makes it look really good. So I want to choose Wave Random, 3 seconds for the time. The wavelength, you can play with it. I'll put it at 50. And I want lots and lots of waves. And I'm going to put the moving speed to 5. I'll play it. And now it has that effect like it's steam escaping. I'm going to save that one. And now I'm going to send it to the saber. So I'll click on the little airplane icon. And it asks me which file do I want to use. Well, we named it 5, so we have to make sure that we select number 5. And do I want to override the in light? Yes, because this is replacing the in effect. So I'll press OK. And now I'll turn the saber on. And we'll turn it off. And one more time. The camera doesn't quite pick it up correctly, but it does really look like that it is steam escaping. Of course, you can go ahead and play with the different numbers and the speed and the amount of waves until you find something you like. So what's important with a pre-off? The light effect frame should match the time of the wave file. So if it's longer, make sure you have that light effect frame set to match. A lot of trial and error and just experimenting and playing with it. That'll wrap up this video. I did hope you find it helpful. If you do have any questions or comments, drop them in the comment section. Thank you for watching.